Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another gun video. You guys seem to really like the gun videos on the channel, so I figured I'd give it another shot. This one that we have here today is a little interesting. Let me flip this box around, maybe you can see what it is. I bought a Kimber. This was my first pistol. I got this in, I believe, 2015. First pistol ever. I really wanted a 1911 as my first pistol, and I thought that this was a good purchase, and for a long time it was. And I started having some issues with it after about 400 rounds. I would have failures to eject, sometimes failures to feed. The failures to feed seemed to be the issue that was occurring most frequently. I just kind of ran with it for a long time because it wasn't that big of a deal, but then it started to get to the point where I couldn't shoot a box of 50 without having at least one failure to feed. I would have to kind of hit the back of the slide to get the pistol to go into full battery. And then what really annoyed me, and I guess what really broke the straw, was one day my brother-in-law came over with his grandpa, and his grandpa's a real big gun person, and I brought out the pistol to show him, and as I'm trying to eject the round from the chamber, it got stuck in the barrel. So that kind of was like, alright, I gotta contact Kimber and see what they can do, honestly. And they came through. I was really surprised by their customer service rep. He asked me a couple of basic questions, like what kind of ammo do I shoot, what gun oils do I use, lubricants, all that good stuff, how I disassemble, maintenance, and all that good stuff. And I really do everything by the book as far as Kimber goes, and I even try to go a little bit extra in my cleaning procedures. So I oil a little tiny bit extra, and I go the extra mile just to make sure that my guns are well oiled and running well. And for a long time it was, like I said, but then I just started having these issues with it, and it just got to me. Especially when I try to show it off in front of people, it's never a good thing to have your pistol malfunction in front of someone. It's kind of embarrassing. So I called up Kimber. They asked me some basic questions, and they said, you know what, you're doing everything right. Go ahead and send this in to us. We're going to send you a prepaid label. All you got to do is pack it in the original box if you have it, or find a suitable box, and include one mag, and that's it. Just make sure it's sealed up nicely, nothing's loose or rattling in there. So I still have my original box, so I just sent it out in this. They received it Monday, January 8th, and it was sent back out on the 10th. So they only had this thing for about maybe a day and a half, if you account for them receiving it and holding it wherever they had to until they got to it. I imagine that they have a list of pistols they have to get through before getting to mine. And the customer service rep said that it would take about 3 to 4 weeks. He said that was a rough estimate, and he likes to give longer lead times, and they usually turn them around just because he doesn't want to upset anyone. And that was really, really nice on his part. I said, oh well, let me send this off before I go to the range. I'm still planning to go to the range with my buddies, and I wanted to get this back in time so I could shoot it and test it, see if it really did whatever they did, fixed it. So again, they were really, really professional about everything. I really liked that I didn't have to pay for anything. All I had to do was drop it off at a certain UPS center or give it directly to a driver, which I got lucky. On my way home from work, I found a driver, dropped it off, gave it straight to him. And again, I got this back 2 days later. They shipped it on the 10th, and I think I got it on the 12th, which again, really fast turnaround time, which was really great. And I have the list here. I don't know if maybe you guys can read that, but it says your pistol has been inspected and evaluated for the claims reported. We performed the following repairs: recoil spring, ejector, extractor, and sear replaced. They refinished the barrel, chamber reamed and polished. And then, this is what I like the most, it was test fired with the following ammo after repair: 1 mag of Gold Dot 230 grain 45 ACP, 3 mags of Buffalo Cartridge Company 230 grain FMJ 45 ACP, and it passed quality control. And here it says that I claimed that it fails to feed and eject. They signed off on it. I haven't tested this yet, but I have some snap caps here that hopefully I can use to test it out and see if it, whatever they did, fixed it. Let me see if I can find my snap caps here. Give me one sec. I think three snap caps should do the trick. I really like these snap caps. By the way, these are the tipped-in snap caps. They're clear, and you could see the little spring mechanism in there. And I just think it's pretty neat. And for those that are unaware, a snap cap is basically a dummy round. So here's the mag I sent them. I used the Wilson Combat mags with the low pro base pad. It gives it a little bit extra. I like these over the stock Kimber mags. I actually gave my stock Kimber mag to my dad. But here's the pistol. The only thing that I've done to this is change the grips. I got some dark cherry Wilson Combat grips. This is the Stainless II model, as you guys can see. It has a chamber flag in there, so this is safe and clear. But let's go ahead and do a visual inspection, physical inspection. Nothing. Alright, we're good. So I guess the only thing that I can do on camera, besides going to the range, which I can't do that right now, is I'm going to load up some snap caps in this mag. And I guess let's see if we can get the same effect. Okay, that popped it out pretty good. It's actually a little heavier, but oh, you guys see that? This is what I was talking about. Maybe that was failure on my part. I don't know, but let's try that one more time. Sorry, I bumped the camera a little bit. Let me see if I could find that other snap cap. Alright, let's try that one more time. Okay, locks to the rear. That's something that also happened that I failed to mention because it didn't happen that often, but it failed to lock to the rear sometimes. And I don't know how scientific this test is going to be, just because these are snap caps. I know real world ammo will vary, but let's just see. Okay, so let's just do it one more time. I dropped the mag. Well, I got another one right here, but let's just do it a third time, so maybe we can try to rule out that first time as a user error. So again, let's do this one more time. Perfect. So maybe what they did fix it. I don't know. I heard somewhere on the forums that they had a revised extractor and a couple other parts. I forget what else was revised, but I think it might have been the ejector also. I'm not sure why they would replace the recoil spring, but whatever, I guess. It looks like, again, with this very unscientific demonstration, I don't want to use live rounds on camera unless I'm at the range, but with this test, I think that it did the trick, and I hope it did. I'm going to be going to the range soon, and I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. So, for now, I guess this is put on pause until we can go to the range and do a little bit more testing with different ammo types, or manufacturers I should say. So again, this is it for today. If you liked the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe and hit that notification button, the little bell. I'm going to be trying to upload a lot more frequent for you guys, and I do uploads of various different projects, you know, a lot of DIY stuff. But you guys like this gun content, so I'm just going to see if you guys continue to show support for the gun content, I'll keep putting out more. I still got one more pistol I haven't shown off. And this was kind of a, hey, look what's wrong with my Kimber. Hopefully the manufacturer fixed it. If you guys want to see a more detailed video on the Kimber, maybe a disassembly or how I clean it, please be sure to leave some comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps the channel grow. And again, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next video.